How would you feel if you were reliving your past in the future? Ms. Dix says her past history is still haunting her due to Mr. Dix's lies, betrayal, and deception. Ms. Dix claims she's wiser and recognizes that she's experiencing the same nightmares all over again. Now Ms. Dix is ready to end this relationship. However, Mr. Dix says he's not giving up on his relationship because he loves the times that they've shared together. Let's hear their case.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Starr presiding. Your Honor, this is the case of Dix versus Dix.
Thank you very much. Mrs. Dix, you say you are fed up with your husband's inability to make you and your family a priority. You say he's a narcissist and an absentee father who lies and cheats. You say you would rather be a single parent than stay in this marriage one more day.
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Dix, you, on the other hand, say you don't believe in divorce, and today you're here to prove to your wife that you are indeed a changed man.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. You guys have been together for 13 years. You've been married for 5 years. And yet, there's been a lot of drama in the recent past. Ms. Dix, how did we get here today?
Well, I'm in divorce court today because my husband is a liar, he is a cheat, and he is full of broken promises. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. He put me through hell all through my 20s, and I'm in my 30s now. I deserve to be happy, and I just want a divorce today.
You just done with it, is what you're saying?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Dix, you heard what your wife said. Lying, cheating, broken promises. You hit the trifecta, according to her.
Nah, most of that stuff she's saying right now is not honestly true, because we have been through a lot, but when you in a relationship as boyfriend and girlfriends, you're gonna go through most of them past, most of them troubles.
But as your wife, I shouldn't have to still go through that.
Yeah, we've been through some of them, but it's not all just off on me, what I've been doing.
Well, now let's get into what we're talking about specifically, because I know you have 3 children together, and they're all young children, all school age. And then there is another child who is actually in the same age group as your children. We'll get into that in a minute.
Yes.
Liar, liar, pants on fire. Something tells me there's a lot of that going on. Ms.
Yeah.
Dix, why don't you tell me?
My husband, he lies so much. I think the first thing that comes to his mind is just to lie. For example, about his whereabouts. We live in Chicago. It's not the safest place to be, so we share locations just in case. You know, anything can happen. This particular day, he decided he wanted to go to his brother's house to play video games and to drink, to what he told me. I don't care about that. Just like I said, just let me know where you're going so I know you're safe. He left the house about 3 o'clock and...
In the afternoon?
Yes, about 3 p.m. I noticed he took my keys and his keys, so I couldn't go nowhere if I wanted to. When he left about 9 o'clock, I checked his location and he was nowhere near where he said he was gonna go.
Okay.
So I texted him, asked him where he was. He said he was dropping his friends off somewhere. I'm thinking that he's dropping them off home, and then he's gonna come right back. So I told him, all right, can you bring me something to drink? There's nothing to drink in the house. I didn't want any faucet water. He says, okay, mind you, this is about 9 o'clock. I let it go. I go on about my day. About an hour passed, he still's not here. His location is only about 10 minutes away. I checked the location again, and he's still in the same place an hour later. So I text him again, what are you doing? He says, oh, I'm getting ready to, I'm pulling off right now. I'm pulling off right now. So I said, okay, don't forget my drink. By this time, he didn't get home till about 1 o'clock.
In the morning?
Yes.
From 3 o'clock in the afternoon
Yes.
to 1 o'clock in the morning?
Yes.
Okay.
So that started like, Yana, it started with, I went to go get a haircut. I want to say I went to the barbershop to go get a lining, and I picked up a family member. I had to go pick him up because he wanted to come with me to the barbershop. And I went back to the house to check on her. Like, after I got done with that, I'm like, I know I need...
Which I didn't even know about him picking his brother up anywhere.
I just want to know how 3 o'clock in the afternoon
it turned into 1 o'clock
in the morning.
It was. I did go over a family member house to go, you know, we went to go kick it because they play video games. That was supposed to go. They started like, we need a ride because none of them have cars. So they like, can you drop us off over there? So I'm like, cool, I can drop y'all off over there. So next thing you know, it was another family member birthday. It was somebody's birthday. So they're like, can you have a child with me? And so we end up just kicking it, and I'm like, if you
So
know
why
my,
wasn't I told that information?
If you know my location, and so I'm like, you see, I'm not really doing anything, so I'm like.
But when I'm asking you, what are you doing? I'm just sitting here. You know my
that was the
location. You
honesty
know where
thing.
I'm
You
at.
know
Why
my-
can't you
if-
tell me specifically where you
That
are,
was-
who it
that
is?
was never
Mr.
the
Dix,
Like you're hiding
I
it.
just want to know. See, I'm into being considerate when you're in a relationship. So if my spouse is relying on me to be somewhere, guess what? I'm telling them other folk, yo, my girl home and she says she needs something and I got her keys so she can't leave. I'll get with y'all later. What was wrong with that, Mr. Dix?
It was nothing wrong with that, but like I said, for me, I haven't seen this person in a long time, so I'm like, he said, can you step in, we could chop it up, so I'm like, cool, we could chop it up for a little second, and honestly, I lost track of time.
So
To
why
me-
wasn't I told that? If you knew your plans was gonna change, I should have been told. I found out, I wake up the next day to get on Facebook, and this friend that he was with, he's on live, they was at a restaurant, at a bar, and they was at the strip
I was
club.
not at their restaurant.
Was you at the strip club?
He was with the
It wasn't
strippers.
a
He was with the strippers after he told
I
me he
kid
was
you
just
not.
dropping
If she-
them
if
off.
she ain't- I do not
And
do
then he
strippers.
told
That's
me,
one of
oh,
my
we just
biggest
having a
things.
drink.
That is not entertaining for me. You seeing somebody dance in front of you, that's not entertaining for me. So she could tell you that I don't do strippers. Yes, it was a stripper party, but I don't, it's not entertaining
It was
for
a
me.
stripper party, but I don't do strippers.
I
okay.
don't. No, I didn't know that until I got there. That's why I did not partake in that activity.
And still, when he got there, I still was not like, hey, we having a drink, it's strippers here, we doing this. I'm gonna be a little minute. He's telling me I'm dropping them off, I'm pulling off, I'm on my way.
That was the whole
So
intention.
clearly,
He's a liar.
I'm not a liar.
no,
It was-
Yeah.
bruh, you a liar.
It was never asked about nothing, like, she never asked or stated, like, where you
So
at.
it was a
None of that.
lie of omission. Do you know the difference between a lie of commission and a lie of omission? A lie of commission is you straight up said you went to the Saks Fifth Avenue when you know you didn't go to the Saks Fifth Avenue. A lie of omission is pretending you didn't hear her when she asked you where you at and what you doing. You just gonna leave that part out, okay? You omitted the facts. That's why it's called a lie of omission, but it's still a lie.
He met a girl at a club. They had sex, she got pregnant. I didn't find out until she was about 5 months pregnant when he finally told me. That was the most embarrassing thing I could have ever went through.
Your Honor, it never came up part of a conversation.
Okay, in the months that you were still trying to get back with her, you might want to tell her you're gonna be a stepmama.
Not only is he a liar, he is a cheater.
Okay, I'm on level number 2. Now
Yes.
what? Now what's up with the cheating?
Well, he lived the entire double life. We were together. Our first son was about 2, almost 3 years old.
The two of you have they were talking about a child that the two of you share.
Yes.
Okay.
Around this time, he met a girl at a club. They had sex, she got pregnant. So I didn't find out until she was about 5 months pregnant when he finally told me. And I was so hurt. I cried. I had to leave work because I could not stop crying. I'm crying to his family members. That was the most embarrassing thing I could have ever went through.
Your Honor, I don't even think we was in a relationship at that time.
But we were working on, we were gonna get back together. And
We
he
never
held
said
it for a
we're
whole
together.
month that this
Like,
girl was
like
pregnant.
she assumed every time we have sex, we should be back together. That was never that. And you see, like, she keep holding my past against me, regardless.
So I'm just trying to be clear. So you all were, in your mind, separated during this time that you got with this other woman?
Yeah, we was like only boyfriend and girlfriend, but we broke
But
up.
no, wait.
We broke
no,
up.
no, you broke up.
Yeah, we broke up.
So y'all were
So
not
I
a
was-
couple.
No,
Is that
not
what
a
you're
couple
saying?
At all. I was with, like she just said, I was with somebody else.
Not once did he tell me in that time, I have somebody pregnant. Is this something you want to stick through? I was never
So
given
you-
that option.
again, what's
until
that-
months later when he told me.
Excuse me, what's that called, Mr. Dix?
The lie.
A lie of what?
And cause
Omission.
omission.
A lie of omission.
A lie of omission. But that, like, for me, it never came up part of a conversation.
Okay. Now, I'm gonna tell you
It
something.
never came up as a part of the
I'm
conversation.
gonna tell you something. Sometime in the months that you were still trying to get back with her, you might want to tell her you're gonna be a stepmama, and that's gonna impact the financial situation of our family, because I'm going to need to take care of my child. You owed her. Can you deal with that? You might would have got an answer that you didn't want to hear, but you owed her that.
I think that was probably what it was. I didn't say nothing because I probably didn't want to hear the answer.
That was
You see?
selfish. He knew that's not nothing that I would voluntarily stick by.
And
not
put yourself
drama.
in that trick bag, because that is indeed
Okay,
a
but
trick
at
bag.
the end of the day, why still stay once you did find that information out, though?
Because
Well,
something tells
I
me.
thought we was going to change. After that, after it got caught, I'm thinking everything was going good. He got himself together for a little while, and we got married.
And you decided that you could get through and over what had occurred. You
Yes,
made that decision.
Yes.
But the one rule of thumb is, Ms. Dix, if you say you're gonna forgive, you can't throw it in his face every time
And
y'all
I
get
did
mad at
forgive
each
him
other.
for
That's
that.
just the one rule.
I didn't forgive him for cheating this time.
Oh, so now we on time 2?
Yes. I get another call on Facebook from a friend I don't know. She claimed they had a baby together that was 5 months
Yana,
old.
no. When I met the girl, she was already pregnant.
So you're telling me that is not your
No,
child?
not at all.
She cash apping you money.
So now you're getting money from this young lady.
Yes, I still kept my backup plan, but I didn't know how she was gonna stick around.
You don't have nothing else you could say to me if I was your wife. If you'd like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Missed a show? Watch full episodes on our streaming platforms and follow us on social media for exclusive content.
I'm a nail tech. I was doing the client nails, and I got a message from a girl. She was trying to get her nails done. And at this time, I'm busy. I didn't have time, so I told her, I can't do your nails right now. I'm sorry, I can't do it. You have to go somewhere else. Now, literally 5 minutes later, I get another call on Facebook from a friend I don't know. And it's a call like, hey, I'm not trying to start nothing, but are you back with your husband? And I'm like, who the hell is this?
Yeah, because the music will start playing
But
in your head.
listen what it just
and
said,
now
though.
all of a
That's
sudden
his-
you having a
She's
flashback.
been his girlfriend for the last year, and they've been making plans. I have the text messages that she sent me. I gave you all the evidence.
Okay, so let's see what we're talking about here. Okay, we start with, and I'm gonna get my child support. I'm sorry for contacting you. And so she was letting you know she's coming after him for child support.
Right, because she
now,
claimed
is
that they
this-
have
is
a
this-
baby. No,
but
this is not. No, she claimed they had a baby together that was 5 months
Yana,
old.
no. That she did that to make her mad. When I met the girl, she was already pregnant.
So you're telling me that is not your
No,
child?
not at all. I would do a DNA test to prove anything to her. That is not my child.
Are you paying child support to this child?
No.
So
No.
then, okay, what's the next text message? Because if it's not his child, at least let's see what else they're talking about.
Okay.
Okay, so then I want to make sure I can read this, because I likes to go to the videotape. Good morning, wife. He talking to you?
No, he's not talking to me.
Morning, love. How you feeling? I love you, okay? I'm sorry I made you cry.
How are you love somebody else's not your
Love,
wife?
but you don't have nothing to worry about. What's she worried about? Let me see, is there another page? Because, you know, people tell it all in the text. Mm-hmm. I love you with all my heart. I
Is that
want to
that
do
same heart
so
you
much
promised
to
me when we got
prove to
married?
you I want to marry you. We may not, I'm not having no more after 31. You talking about having a baby with
Yes.
this girl?
Starting a whole family like he don't have one at home already with
Well,
me.
you want to try for one more, and I love it. Question, are you really going to marry me? Yes, everything in my body saying you are Ms. Dix.
So who
You're
am I?
taking my last name. Mr. Dix, did you write this
yes.
to another woman?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you know how much that hurt me? To see that, see how much you telling somebody else how much you
All right,
love them.
so, look.
Wait
Y'all
a
gonna start
minute.
family.
Can I say something, though?
That's your wife.
you done
I-
said something.
I get that. I take full blame for that. But it was dealing with the lack of sex me and her was having. Yes, I was in a whole
Why
relationship.
would I want to have sex when you cheating?
I was in a-
Who would be attracted to that?
I was
you
in a
haven't-
whole
I don't know who else you
relationship.
having sex
She
with.
left me. She left me. So yes, I did get in a relationship with another woman. We was together for a whole year. So you think I'm not gonna have feelings for another woman?
Mr. Dix, I just want to be clear. She says if you hurt me, I'll kill you. So this child is in love with you.
And apparently
And
you love
you
her too.
say to her in response to that, deal, you're taking my last name. We will see. She says LOS. Deal, I love you, future Ms. Dix. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, you don't have nothing else you could say to me if I was your wife.
How would you feel if somebody did your daughter like that?
And that's the whole point I'm trying to make our situation. We wasn't even together around that time.
But we were together
see,
when y'all continued to this. You hurt me. When we came back together, this was supposed to be our fresh start.
It was the fresh start.
It wasn't because you were still messing with this girl. You were still talking to this girl. She cash apping you money. Nobody's gonna do that for a friend or just out the kindness of their heart. Nobody is that nice. And I have the screenshots for that as well.
So now you're getting money from this young lady. So you are hurting her by lying to her, leading her to believe that you're going to marry her, and she's sending you $10, $31,
$200.
$242. Why are you taking money from this young lady, Mr. Dix?
I didn't get paid yet, so I was trying to feed my family. Like, but if she'd let me sit here and talk and explain the situation and stop cutting me off, because clearly I'm letting you get what you gotta say out.
Mr. Dix, what possible explanation can you give? And I want to give you the floor right now, sir.
Look, she left me. So yes, I did hop into another relationship with this woman. We was together for a year. Like I said, that is not my child. When I met her, she was 2 months to 3 months pregnant. I didn't take her serious when we said we're gonna get back together.
But we married.
She heard,
how do you not take
I
your
heard
wife
her,
serious?
but I didn't believe when she said that. Yeah, we married, but you left me, so how can we were separated?
Right, but when you came back to...
I didn't take that serious.
You should have. You should have left me
And I
alone
told you
then.
that.
If you wasn't going to take it serious,
right.
you should have left me alone.
I didn't take it serious,
Well,
though.
you should have left me alone.
Okay, can I finish
And
talking?
that's why we here
Can
now.
I finish talking, though?
I'm ready to be left alone.
Mr. Dix, go right ahead.
Yeah, I didn't take it serious, so yes, I still kept my backup plan. It wasn't right, but I didn't know how she was gonna stick around. I didn't know how long she was gonna stay. So you think I was gonna sit here? Yes, this one was sitting. As I was sitting here paying these bills in the house, because she wasn't working, I paid them bills. I make sure that stuff was still on in that house.
Mr. Dix, you don't get credit for doing the damn stuff you supposed to do. How dare you talk about I was paying them bills? That's what you're supposed to do. You're her husband, the father of her children. You over here making plans with other chicks, promising them things that you can't deliver because you are already married. You can't make a sister Mrs. Dix when the Mrs. Dix is standing right here looking at me. That's called bigamy. Were you ready to commit a crime to keep up with this silly little thing you were doing, your backup plan? Let me tell you something, brother. I see a whole lot of people come through this courtroom. And rarely do I see somebody that will look you in the face and try to justify behavior that is just as outrageous as this. Mrs. Dix, take your last name that your family gave you back and move on with your life so you can raise your children in a healthy environment. Because otherwise, not only is your heart going to be broken, you will continue to be a doormat. He has just said to you, by every action and deed, that he does not value you as his wife, as his partner, as the mother of his children. And I am being very serious to you. You have to value yourself. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Get the hell out of this relationship.
It's like you still don't appreciate me. I couldn't even get what I needed to say out. Once you said what you said, that was a wrap. I ain't even gonna hold you to that.
Because you train, but you still doing the same stuff. You still lying. So how can I know that you're changed when you're still doing the same stuff?
Robert, what's with this break?
Yeah, I'm still to this day trying to figure it out because I thought when you have a break, especially when you're married, is to try to fix it.
But what's this? I'm gonna have a backup plan. Was he trying to keep his options open?
That's what it looked like. I mean, this break means to them, to him, is I get to do whatever I want.
He promised that other side chick the world.
Yeah.
You gonna be Mrs. Dix. Like that's some big damn prize. Whatever.